We can totally get started. Hi, Miss Danielle.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Joanna, since you're on here, how's the sound? Is everything okay? Can you hear everything from both of us? Okay, so tonight we get to talk with Danielle. And I was telling them a little bit about you. Like, I've known you for a bit, and
Yeah,
this like memory came back to me today, before I got on here. And I remember sitting with you, I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago, and we were at the bakery in McHenry Village. What the heck is that called? The Village
oh,
Baking Company. So we're a Village Baking Company, and we're like catching up on life. And I remember this conversation so much because I remember you saying, like, I'm going to do something really freaking big with my life.
yeah,
And you were kind of like doing all this really fun stuff that you loved, but like you've hit that point where you're doing something really freaking big now.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I just, that moment today was so special because I was like, holy shit, ooh, she's doing it. Like, she's doing that really big thing that we sat at the coffee table and like talked about. This is so cool.
It's definitely not what I was expecting. And if I was going one direction, I definitely took a U-turn and flipped around and headed in the other direction. But that's okay because I'm still doing some pretty cool stuff. So yeah.
You totally are. So, okay, first introduce yourself because I didn't even go there. And then tell just kind of like a little bit about yourself, just like the general gist of like what you do, a little bit about your family, stuff like that. And then I have some questions, dude, that I want to ask you.
Okay.
Selfishly, I was like going through and I was like, ooh, because I haven't talked to you for a little bit, and I'm like, ooh, I want to know this and I want to know this.
Okay. So, yeah, my name is Danielle Lohman, and I'm 42. I'm a mom of two, 16 and 12 years old, and that's wild and a whole other ride. I'm single, dating, but not like living with somebody. So I'm independent, and I was a trainer and gym owner for 12 years. And I was heavily involved with community groups like Well and things. That's how I met Anna, I'm pretty sure. So I just did a bunch of stuff around the community in Modesto. And then COVID kind of wiped out my business. And I went through a divorce and all kinds of stuff. And then now I own an insurance agency for Farmers Insurance.
That it's so crazy. I just mentioned this earlier that your life has been very like I was
Oh,
saying, it's not linear. It's like
no.
this really cool roller coaster, but I enjoy it because I feel like you get back up. Like, no matter what happens, you're just like this resilient,
You have
persevering.
You have to. There's no one that I can lean on. I mean, not lean on because I have my friends and stuff, but I mean, like, I don't have a safety net. Like, and my kids don't have a safety net. It's just me. So I've always sort of had this attitude like, well, I mean, there's nothing else I can do besides just do what I need to do and get it done. And I was raised by a very strong woman who always taught me that, like, if I'm going to do something, that you have to do the best you can do at it. So if you're working at Taco Bell, you have to be the best Taco Bell worker. If you're working at Save Mart, you have to be the best bagger, and you have to, bag groceries better than anybody else bags groceries. And so that's how came up and how I was raised and how my work ethic is. So I've never just been able to since I've been an adult anyways, I've never just gotten a job and cruised around and been okay with the normal life stuff. I always have to go and do the extreme part of it. It's just who I am. So yeah, I get like there's no speed bumps in my life. I'm just all gas.